What you should know. Brought to you by TWiB in the morning. Right here on TWiB.
Today is Monday, February 10th, and we profile for our special Black History Month edition of What You Should Know. Who you should know is William Henry Sheppard. William Henry Sheppard was a Presbyterian missionary who spent over 20 years on the continent of Africa, primarily in what is now the Democratic Republic of Congo. William Sheppard was born in Waynesboro, Virginia in 1865, just before the end of the Civil War, to parents who were enslaved. Sheppard would work as a stable boy, a waiter, before attending Hampton Institute. Following his graduation, he would attend Tuscaloosa Theological Institute in Alabama, where he would meet his future wife, Lucy Gant. He was ordained in 1888 and served as pastor in Atlanta, Georgia, while continuing to make clear and press his desire to do missionary work in Africa to the Southern Presbyterian Church, who had not yet established a mission in the Congo. Ultimately, Sheppard was informed that the church would not send a Black man to do mission work without a white supervisor. And with support from a stop in London, Sheppard and his white supervisor would finally land on the continent in 1890. The church and his partners would express frustration that the people they would contact resisted religious conversion. I wonder why. And his benefactors had the hidden agenda of civilizing the natives. Sheppard would himself begin his mission with the desire to preach, but within just the first 2 years of contact on the continent, he would change his mind. He, of course, believed the stereotypes that he had been told here in the United States about the people he descended from in Africa, that the natives were uncivilized and savages. But he would come to view himself as not a missionary, but an explorer. He would become well-versed in the language of the Kuba people, and despite his many missteps, he would be embraced by the people there. Sheppard would also report crimes and atrocities that were committed under the direction of King Leopold II, and he would help form the Congo Reform Association, one of the world's first humanitarian organizations. He would see evidence of cannibalism and other brutalities, which he would publish in many letters to the Presbyterian Church and to other officials. In 1908, he published a report on the colonial abuses in the American Presbyterian Congo Mission newsletter and was sued for libel against from the Kasai Rubber Company, a contractor in the area who was partly responsible for committing a number of these atrocities, but he was later acquitted. Sheppard's reports often portrayed actions by the state that broke laws set by the European nations. Many of the documented cases of cruelty or violence were in direct violation of the Berlin Act of 1885, which gave Leopold II control of the Congo in the first place. As long as he cared for the improvements of their conditions, of their moral and maternal well-being, and helped in suppressing slavery, that's how he was able to have control of the country. But as Reverend Sheppard's actions reports proved, that was not the case. William Henry Sheppard's work and reports influenced the debate on the evils of colonialism and has received little recognition for his humanitarian efforts. While on the continent, he would also amass a very large collection of art objects from Africa at all levels in their society in the context of their daily lives. This was extremely important as the cultures that he was living amongst were not very much known, particularly among those who had studied African cultures for years. He would donate most of the collection to his alma mater, the Hampton Institute, which is now Hampton University. Today is Monday, February 10th, and Reverend William Henry Sheppard is who you should know.
What you should know. Brought to you by TWiB in the morning. Right here on TWiB.